How's it going, everyone? And welcome to a cop-out episode of No Excuses on VTWProductions.com and YouTube.com with your favorite show hosts, Still.
Fenarian.
And Volacel, and we're here to say that we don't really have much to talk about this week because the rest of the world is concerned with other things for whatever reason.
The world has gone completely mad, let's face it.
Yeah, I don't know. The United States is burning down, and for some reason that's all anyone wants to talk about.
Yeah.
Including on our Talkback radio. It was actually somebody put News Talk ZB on the radio this week at work, and
But why though?
it was like all day, every day, Orange Man bad, Orange Man bad, Orange Man bad. I don't live in the United States. I don't care what Orange Man is doing. And I
No.
don't want the radio to constantly talk about him.
Yeah, it's just shut up and talk about local stuff. So,
Good grief. Anyway, if you'd like to get involved with the show, you can do so by sending us email at noexcusesvtw@gmail.com, or you can follow us on the Twitter at noexcusesvtw, or you can join us in the Discord server, which you can easily get to by clicking in the link, which should be included in the description underneath the show archive. Or alternatively, you can click on the show logo on any of our show posts at vtwproductions.com.
excellent. So, instead of actually talking about all this misery and crap that's going on in the world, we're going to do something a bit more fun. And by fun, I mean incredibly frustrating. And that's Phantasy Star Online too.
Yeah, it's this game appears to be like one of those houses full of traps that they used to train ninja.
Yeah.
Every corner you go around is an opportunity to do something irrevocably wrong to your character.
That can only be fixed with money in some cases. There's also pitfalls you can fall into which cannot be fixed at all.
You mean like getting obsessed with how your character looks and then copping out and buying the wedding dress with star gems?
Yes, that's one of them. So yeah, angry shopping bag is now present.
I'm pretty sure that's the entire point of the game.
It is, I think. So this has actually been largely my week. Honestly,
I haven't seen you online at all.
no. The pubs are actually starting to reopen here, so naturally it's like cracking the gates of hell
Where were they drinking before?
everywhere.
So
Everywhere
it's more
except the pubs,
convenient for you
namely.
when the drunks are lying all over the street rather than sequestered into the public houses?
Yeah. Instead of laying in the street in downtown, they were laying in the street down the where the houses are.
Oh, so they were lying in the street, but at least they weren't lying on your street.
Thankfully, that hasn't happened yet. Although next door is starting to really go that way. So,
Are they
yeah,
locals
it's
or out of towners?
a bit of both. We thankfully we do have problems with the drunk cowboys, the ringers, and they cause all sorts of drama when they turn up because hey, they're young 20-somethings and they've been locked out in effective isolation in the middle of nowhere for 6 months at a time.
So they joined the Navy.
I mean, that would be a more productive use of their time. No, they've been chasing cattle around for 6 months. So they come into town and they basically lose their minds. Because they don't give a toss. There's absolutely no repercussions for them. So yeah, with the pubs reopening, everything's kind of getting back to normal, or what passes for normal around here. Wait a minute. Vol, fire a thing. Yes, still not a bow. Maybe an arbalist at best.
It's totally a bow.
It is not.
It's got like my character animation draws it like it's a bow. Therefore, it must be a bow.
I could fire a rifle by pretending it's a bow as well, but it doesn't make it a bow. I'd look like
Pretty
a twit
sure.
doing
Clearly-
it.
Clearly, you just lack imagination.
I don't know. I mean, I'd look
gonna
like a twit and probably not actually hit anything doing that, but it's possible. So yeah,
Oh my
that's
goodness.
basically been my week is, drunks and Phantasy Star. Which, I might as well dive into what I've actually done. This is my third character. Now, the first character I made was a cast, which is the robot, which is this guy as well. But it was really, really silly looking. Like, stupid hat, glasses. But I am still a summoner. So, which
It's
means
still. You think you fixed it and made it all good. But I just want to point out you're a giant robot man with a baton.
I know. So there's always going to be some inherent silliness there, and I like that. It's got to have a little bit of silly.
Even Gundams can conduct orchestras.
I think I've actually seen that on one of those silly Gundam spin-offs for kids. with the the Chibi Gundams.
I see.
I think there's been about 3 different shows like that now, and they're all god awful. But yeah. So yeah, Summoner is probably the most screw-uppable class of them all, which is saying something. You have a tiny person.
I do have a midget.
You do. You have a teeny-weeny person.
It has a midget potato with it.
Yeah. We'll go into probably more depth as just to how much you can screw up other classes later. But the Summoner has extra layers where you can screw up your pets. If another class screws up their weapon progression, you just go get another weapon. You could do that with pets, but it's a lot more work to bring them, redo them.
You didn't merely screw it up, though. I hear you did it exactly wrong. Like, you had everything completely backwards.
Yeah, what you're supposed to do is roll up all your pets as light element. I did not do that. Because I think light is effective against both light and dark or something like that, and light is predominantly the most prevalent enemy element.
So making your pet light, does that make it do light damage or resist light damage?
Both.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. You're also supposed to take care of what eggs you're supposed to feed them, which is basically you get a pet from an egg, and then from that you can feed additional eggs to them to make them level up, which is how you progress your weapon, essentially. Your pet is your weapon, not the twiddly stick. Although I can do damage with the twiddly stick. 1 at a time. 1 damage. Yeah, what you're supposed to do is put a variety of different pets' eggs into a given pet to raise up its stats. What I was doing is I was just stacking the same pet. And that don't work. So I was getting none of the bonus stats you're supposed to be getting.
So it was basically keeping your pets as weak and gutless as possible.
Essentially, yes. And
By
once your
forcing
pet
them
levels
to
up, you
cannibalize.
can't bring it back down. You gotta get a new pet.
Yeah, and that's the thing which plagues so many things in this game, is that once you go forward, you cannot go backwards unless you've got some dosh.
Yeah, they do like the dosh. I also built my mag wrong, which you actually can't see. Hang on. I always got to use mag out, which is that angry flying saucer thing. There's mine. It's a potato with a tail.
Yeah, Falls is
A potato with a gun.
a cat, and mine's like a Buddhist monk.
Yeah, I think mine's pretending to be a cat, but it turns into a fish. I don't know what's going on there.
It's a cat.
Mine tends to do something. A giant
turns-
mechanical flower. I'm not even
I'm
sure,
not even sure
what.
what yours is.
No, I don't know either.
And more to the point, why does a potato with a gun turn into a flower?
Mine turns into a pony.
Yeah, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense either. Except for the
There are a
lightning,
lot of
I
things in this
suppose.
game that doesn't make any sense. I think you're just supposed to roll with it.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'd built my mag just by throwing any old thing into it, and you don't do that.
No, not at all. You either have to shell out to reset it or shell out for a new mag and start over from scratch.
It's actually
And-
cheaper to buy a new mag than it is to reset it.
Yep. Yep, it very much is. And I'll probably end up doing that, but I'm sort of like, I don't think I can be bothered at this point.
You're just going to roll with what you got, your weird-ass flower.
My little Buddhist mistake is probably just stuck with me out of novelty at this point.
Also,
I've
Lightning
literally
Bunny is
just-
kind of cool.
I just kind of crammed everything into him. If it was a weapon or a back armor that I couldn't, and I wasn't near anything to sell and didn't feel like depositing it, I just fit it to the Buddhist.
Yeah. It doesn't help that the stats of your mag also transfer to your character.
Thankfully, I managed to get those mostly right, but mine's still a hybrid.
Yep.
So
But apparently what you're supposed to do is just make it purist.
that'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Everything's on fire. It's fine. So
That's literally what my news media has been telling me all week.
yeah, that's actually pretty much what everyone's news media has been saying. So,
But it's okay, guys. Don't worry. COVID-19 is cured.
And apparently all you had to do was loot the local Nike store.
all right. So yeah, I do like the summoner. It's got a lot of versatility, although the player character itself is extremely squish. But I've got Viola here, who is a tank, who apparently, once you level her up, she actually changes size and stance.
Is that a horse or a cocker spaniel?
Yes.
I see.
It's a Pegasus span.
It's not. Yeah, it's not a peg. It's a Pegasus. It's not a unicorn though. It's a bicorn.
Icon.
Yeah. So yeah, you turn her into basically giant, weird-looking pony, and she will out aggro everything.
Oh, I don't need this on my bar.
Why are you red? Zap.
That's my AOE. Do more threat.
Oh yeah. I'm not going to use the pony because the pony's not a high level. I can zap things. Bzzzt. But I got Synchro here, who's all about combos and punching things.
Okay, this looks ridiculous, and I love it.
What on earth? Are those claws?
Yes, it's a
That-
wire lance.
That is nonsense.
Oh, that's the person juggling one, right?
Yep.
Yep.
There's my spear.
So I'm going to stick with Red Ren. Red Ren's my go-to because lasers and simultaneously making things implode then explode.
That's a lot of plode.
It is a lot of plode. He's also extremely squish as well, but he stays at range, so it's not too big a deal. Alright, so I'm going to honestly top off my week. The only other bit of note there is someone seems to have made a horrible, horrible mistake because my internet tripled in speed over the week. Or at least my Steam downloads did.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell them anything.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Maybe that fix finally went through, and somebody realized a mistake and flipped a switch.
Yeah, maybe somebody bribed the spider that lives in the internet box to leave things alone for a while. I'm going to honestly leave it at that. It's just been a full-on worky week. So instead of faffing about in the ship, we should probably actually go and do something.
Yep. We can run around while we're doing balls in mine week.
Yep.
Hopping in the pool.
So, also, for reference, this game is not officially out in Australia or New Zealand. I'm not going to say we got around the thing, because honestly, we just changed the setting in the drop-down menu. It does mean
That would
we
be
can't spend
substantially
that.
enabling it.
But it did mean some shenanigans had to be involved to make Vol able to upgrade his inventory space.
Yeah. The other thing is, of course... Oh, hang on. Why can't... Oh, it's a Moon Atomizer. Never mind. I've had to reinstall the game 4 times, by the way.
Did you finally just give up and put it on your boot drives on?
Oh, no, I don't have enough space on it. It's only a small SSD. But I just stopped restarting my computer. I stopped turning it off.
Ever.
Because what it does is when you restart your computer and the game is not installed on your boot drive, Microsoft Store wigs out. It will take the game files from where they are and stick them in a secure folder in the deep, dark depths of your hard drive. And then just says, no, it's not here anymore. So that's 80 gigs of data just sitting where you can't reach it. And if you want to delete it, you need to jump through a hell of a lot of hoops to do it.
Yeah.
So I did end up jumping through said hoops. But, there's been all sorts of issues with the launch. It's been a rubbish one. The uninstall is one of the big ones and one that a lot of people are running into. But there's been other stuff where the game just doesn't work once it's installed for some people. It works, but the lag is completely unusable. All sorts of different things. It's
a
an absolute
totally
disaster.
fumbled launch, in short.
Oh, yeah. It's probably one of the worst MMO launches I've ever seen.
Yeah, they made a real mess of it, which is a shame because there are a lot of, with the sort of oversaturation we've got these days, there are a lot of people who'll just say, no, it doesn't work. I don't have the time for this. There's other things to play.
Yeah.
Like, you're really cutting your own throat in this particular situation if you don't, have all your T's crossed and I's dotted when you launch your MMO.
It's also worth pointing out, this is an 8-year-old game, and there's really no excuse for it. Hey, title drop.
Indeed.
Yes. So,
Total drop for a totally other show.
So, yeah, it's just been an absolute mess. Microsoft said a few things, basically, it's amount to, okay, we're aware of the problems, we're trying to fix them. And I have no idea where they've gone from there.
Yeah.
Good times, good times.
Hmm.
So, yeah, if you want to play it, install it on your boot drive if you can. Otherwise, just, put your computer into sleep mode over night time instead of...
So I installed it on my boot drive, but when you just let it install wherever it wants, it tends to sort of ensconce itself deeply in the permission structure of your Windows folder.
Yep.
Yeah. I have my Windows configured not to let it install anything anywhere it wants to by default. So it has to put it all somewhere. Suplex spell spawn.
Suplex. Pew.
You iced him while I was suplexing him.
Neener.
I'm not even sure what I'm doing here playing
These
this console.
spinny things are wigging out.
We have to hop through them, I think.
I have stupid iframes. I'm just going to do that.
I really should invest in, the full half-second invulnerability while dodging for the however many points that is. It's like 10 points to get that half-second of iframes. But a half-second of iframes is a long time.
Of a second, isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought it scaled all the way up to 0.5 seconds. Might just be for the bouncer. Theirs might be
I
special.
don't know. It's different for each class, so...
Yeah, the summoner one is, by default, that's it. It's a full half second.
So yeah, I'm actually playing my original class. I had switched to the bouncer to play solo, and I've been playing that all week.
Oh, that's the same button, I think.
Well, the bar goes up when we clickety-clack on it.
Who's steering?
Uh,
It's not me.
ah,
I don't know where we're going.
that's what the button does. It reverses the conveyor belt.
You just reversed the direction again after all that time I spent making it go the right way.
Okay, now we go this way. I think.
I don't know. I'm just running around and
What
to
if my
reveal more
aura
than
moves
me.
with it? Nope. That's inconvenient. So it would be a shame if I was relying on that. Yeah, see, what the hell is that?
I don't know. I just summoned it because.
Just because.
Wait, now there are lasers? What's going on here? What did you sign us up for, Ari?
I just signed us up for a normal kill the automatas mission in the underground.
Yeah, this area kind of sucks at the best of times.
Something tells me this is probably just part of the regular architecture of this place. This place is crap.
I don't know. You said you liked it before, but
I changed my mind right after.
I've never been able to figure out what these things are supposed to do.
yeah, I'm not 100% sure either. I know the red ones just hurt you.
Yeah, the red ones hurt you, but then you turn them into the blue ones. And they're supposed to do something good because you've got a guy...
How do you turn them into the blue ones? I never managed to do that before.
Stand on them and then press E.
Oh. I didn't want to use them because they were killing me.
That's generally advisable. Where are we going?
I'm
go this
waiting
way.
for the spikes to go away.
I'm killing stuff on the other end of the conveyor belt because there turned out to be nothing down.
I don't think the spikes are going to go away. I think these ones are just
No.
going to stay up.
I'm just running around looking for the door to the next floor where our objective is.
Oh, I see it on the map. It's this way. Oh,
That's the door we came in.
crap.
I'm still on the travelator thing.
But later.
Travelator, yeah.
Well, it's not escalating.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I don't know what you want to call it.
Aside from a pain in the neck. Nope, nothing here. Yeah, some of these arenas are a real pain to get around.
This is the most complicated map that I've ever seen of this area.
Why will it not let me just jump over that? That's annoying. I'm going to go around here and then down.
I'm not sure what I'm trying to do or where I'm trying to go at this point.
There's a dog crying outside my door.
That's the red one. I'll try and find my way back there. Can I jump off there? No, I can't.
Grr. Okay, Ari went that way. I'm going this way.
I'm just looking for the exit. That's very inaccessible. I've noticed this when you take missions, they're not explorations, like actual missions. You'll sometimes bump into what looks like it's clearly an exit, but it'll just say door inaccessible.
Well, it's because it would take you to the suppression boss.
Yeah.
If it was open.
Yeah. Some areas have multiple of them, so I think it's just part of the way the tile set generates as well.
Yeah, occasionally you just get that room.
You get the room, which is just, it could be an exit, but it's not. Whoosh.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's a robot. I'm getting these robots confused with Ferd.
Why? They look nothing like me.
You're both robots.
Well, one of them was shining with rainbow lights.
Oh, okay, well, in that case. Whoosh.
Nope, everything down there is inaccessible. But, so yeah, Vol, your week.
My week. I would have liked to spend time playing PSO2, but that was not really a possibility for me because I had a very busy week. There was just a lot to do at work, that's all. Also, there was the Azure Lane had the rerun of Moonlit Overture, which is thankfully a very short and easy event.
Mm-hmm.
It also had the sort of experience grind spam warning event type of thing, where that means that there's going to be some sort of challenge event to use particular boat waifus in an upcoming event. So they give you a 20% EXP bonus if you want to rush them up to relevant level, which is something that is very rarely practical to do. But so I probably won't try and get too much mileage out of that. But
Frog.
yeah, the main event mobile gaming wise for me so far this week has been the launch of Guda Guda 3. Guda Guda is normally very, very silly, and in some ways this one is still very, very silly, but it seems that rather than the usual Guda Guda approach, which is to tell a completely ridiculous and nonsensical story, they're playing it completely straight and telling a totally normal story.
Right.
Which really blindsided me because this was not what I was expecting at all.
Yeah. Is that the exit up there?
I don't know where you guys are, man. I've been hanging out in here because it's too complicated for me to get out of here with the amount of traps around the place. I was waiting for somebody to come and rescue me. The legs are still moving. Anyway, so Guda Guda 3 is a story of an alternative Grail War, one of the many kinds of Grail Wars which appear. Oh my goodness, what happened? Why is there spinny blades?
Because the laser's turned
because the
off.
game hates you.
I feel bullied. So it's a type of Grail War which is based on territory control. Basically, it summons a colossal number of servants of all power levels, and one of those, and there's basically the classes are up for grabs if you can control the anchor territory relevant to that class, and then you will become that class if you're compatible with it, and you're a servant, of course. And then you've got to basically defend it and take as much territory as possible. And the more territory you get, the more support you get from the Grail, and so on. So that's the structure of that Grail War. The story is another one of the many. The player character has been spontaneously whisked away for very little explanation, and now has to deal with the situation at hand, whatever that might be.
So, in other words, a Tuesday.
Yeah, basically, it's every other day for the main character. So yeah, it's pretty much a normal event. The writing hasn't been particularly stellar, but it hasn't been particularly bad. It's pretty normal, really. The event is just normal.
For a Guda Guda, that's more abnormal than anything else.
What does this boss do?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I haven't seen it before.
It said beat the transforming mechas.
Okay, so they're mini bosses.
Whoop. That was unpleasant.
I might concentrate for a minute on not
Infinite fish.
facing anything too unpleasant.
Go, Pony.
Go, whatever you are.
Weird ass flower. I think it's shooting. I think I could be wrong.
Yeah, I can't say I know. I'm not going to argue one way or another. I missed all of the rear loot. I missed it because I was never around where the fighting was. I basically did nothing that entire level
Yay.
because you guys just ditched me immediately.
We kind of spread out. And you got stuck
But,
in the corner.
Yeah, well, everything wanted to kill me there. It was just full of dudes and there was spikes everywhere.
They
I was
do
like, no,
spikes.
it's too hard. I can't be bothered. But yeah, so it's a fairly normal event. It's sort of the Nobu who is present in the story is not your Nobu. It's a different
Okay.
Nobu, a very malevolent Nobu.
I mean, more malevolent than the other Nobu.
Yeah, well, the other Nobu is sort of a prankster type for the most part.
For the most part, yeah.
Vicious, but essentially a prankster. And of course, the Okita you meet here is an enemy servant as well. But you're accompanied by Okita Alta, who doesn't have any real knowledge, hasn't been supplied with very much from the Grail. Initially, she doesn't even know how to talk. She just gradually manifests the knowledge upon seeing others doing it. But so she's incredibly self-conscious about her total lack of power, but she's contracted to you as your event servant. The welfare servant is Sakamoto Ryoma and his assistant Oryo, who is a dragon.
Right.
I'm pretty sure. Although she doesn't look like a dragon. She takes on a human form most of the time, but her mannerisms are not necessarily human, and she's very, very fond of frogs. She seems to think that they are. She seems to think of them as like candy.
Wait, what?
Basically, like she talks about eating the main character a few times, and Roma tells her no, she's not allowed to. And there are a couple of times where Roma comments that she seems really worried about the main character for whatever reason, and have you taken a liking to them? And she's very enthusiastic. Yeah, I like him a lot. He looks really tasty. But yeah, a bit more draconic than most of the dragon type characters. But yeah, she's kind of fun and silly because she doesn't really concern herself very much with any more humanity than just looking roughly human, and always offers to bring you a frog as a souvenir when she goes out on a mission. But
Because apparently frogs are
events
tasty.
events seem to conspire to prevent her going off to collect frogs. But yeah, so it's a relatively normal event so far. I haven't made as much progress as I'd like because I'm busy, and it's structured similarly to the Karano Kyokai event and others like it, where you've got a missions list, but it's a bit more. The framing device for the missions is better than visit every room in an apartment building.
Right. Yeah, because that was a bit.
It's about the most boring framing imaginable.
There's 100
But,
rooms. Have fun.
But yeah, it's an okay event so far. I'm sort of curious as to where the story is going. Like, they've given unique art to one of the antagonists in the story, which is unusual. So I don't know who he is or what he's doing. I don't look at spoilers for these events beforehand. So anyway, that's that. I would have liked to play PSO2. I played a bit of PSO2 after the show before I had to go back to work for the week. And it was... I made a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of mistakes.
Oh.
And in the end, I got Ari to help me get a hold of some Arcs cash so that I could rebuy a skill page for my chosen class, which is Braver, the bow user.
I just gave up.
What I'm using.
It's fine.
Yeah, I had made too much progress and I was too stubborn, so I just bought a new skill page instead. And the reason for that was that there's lots of traps. There's a lot of a lot of skills that you can take that you should just not take, or at least like to sort of give you an impression of the scope of the errors that I've made. My DPS increased by about plus 200% after I rebuilt my skill tree.
Rough.
That's how badly you can make your choices, and it's because it's not clear. Like, normally you would think that, oh well, this is a skill that gives 20 flat stats or whatever, and this is a skill that gives you like 1% damage per skill up. Like, you generally think that, oh well, the developers are going to have calibrated those to be roughly the same, right? Because that's normally what a developer would do.
Yeah.
That they're going to be the same value per point, but no, the difference is about 50 times. Like, one of these skills is worth about 50 times as much as the other one. So yeah, you need to make the right choices.
Yeah, and you can't
it's at the point now where the game is sufficiently matured that I would say that if you really want to embark on playing this game and you care about not being comically inept, it's best if you just look up your build ahead of time. Like, don't try and be creative. Don't try and go off the beaten path. It's not going to avail you anything. It's just going to frustrate you if you care about the damage that you do. If you don't care about what you do, by all means pick whatever skill you want. But yeah, if you don't mind doing 1/3 of the damage you should be doing, then pick anything. If you do mind, look up one of the established builds, or at least look up the sorts of things which tend to manifest as useful.
Yeah. But at least,
Where are
very
you
least
guys?
have just a
I'm
basic
taking a
idea
wrong
going in.
turn somewhere.
I don't know. I got a gathering fever, so I'm fevering by gathering.
Oh. We did just fail a pop-up mission.
That's fine. I got a fever for gathering, and the only cure is more abandoned mine potatoes.
I'm not sure what's going on.
Weird robots.
Abandoned mine potatoes.
Wait, did we just complete a quest?
Yes, we did.
What were we trying to do?
Kill the things.
Oh, all right.
The overall mission is to get to the final area, but
Yeah,
I was getting abandoned mine potatoes.
I do like this system where you're out in the field and it's just suddenly, here's a mission, do it now, quick, go. And you can, a lot of these missions, especially some of the attack missions, you can knock them over before they even finish coming in.
I do feel like the recommended levels on stuff is horribly misscaled in the early game.
Yeah.
Giving you an indication of what the heck you can and can't do. Because until about level 42-ish, you're...
You cut out. I didn't hear anything you said.
Yes.
Oh, until about level 42-ish, you're pretty much just going to 1 or 2 shot, like, everything.
Yeah.
Unless you screw up your build as badly as I did.
Yeah, unless you
Which
really screw up.
So, like, I like, right now, I am I'm under-leveled by this mission for 5 levels, and 1 triangle press kills every piece of trash mob.
Yeah. Oh, okay, we got to not be hit by this...
No, Visbolt.
The Visbolt thing.
Yeah, I guess we can finish the quest, so we just gotta run around in circles until this ends, and then we can go through the door over there. Oh, felt spawn.
Whoops. Yeah.
I'm being attacked by testicles. Flying testicles.
Flying testicles?
That's okay. We're being attacked by flying chickens and Visbolts.
At least chickens are supposed to fly.
Ooh, and special egg. Excellent.
Clearly, you're not trying hard enough.
It would be more accurate to say I've never tried at all.
I'm reminded of that South Park episode where they all decide to get medical marijuana by getting testicle cancer. So they all just microwave the balls, and they go hop around on them like bouncy balls.
Oh, that was one of their weirder episodes.
I'm not really much of a South Park watcher. Everything you said sounds awful.
Oh yeah, it was really awful. Where are you? You're over there. Okay, hang on.
If you just go straight up, Vol, you'll see the exit to the next area.
Right, okay.
Also, there's
like
titles for those.
There was a box.
There are many robots over here.
This should finish 2 of our boosted dailies. It says one of the targets is.
I didn't accept them, so
Oh, I thought y'all said let's go ahead and do those, so I thought y'all had already accepted them. That's why I did the big automata mission before this one. That was one of them.
Yeah.
well, I didn't know what you were doing. That's the thing. I said do whatever.
Oh, I thought you
You
said
didn't
do.
tell me what we were doing.
And then I said okay, and then started looking for an automata mission.
All right. One thing I have noticed about this game, particularly with its fishing, it takes a very loose interpretation of what fishing actually entails. So, for example, this is sand. That's a fishing spot.
Oh yeah, you can fish anywhere.
But yeah, you also fish in the sky and in lava.
Oh
on
yeah,
rocks.
I would often go on little fishing side diversions when I was playing with Vol earlier.
All right, next area.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I have not delved too deep into the crafting system, so I have no idea how it's all set up.
So I've had a good time with PSO2 so far, generally speaking, other than the humiliating experience of screwing everything conceivable up.
Yeah.
The highlight was probably that tank boss so far.
It's
Yeah,
a
I
great
like
Tank
boss.
boss.
Well,
I
the
hate
first
his
time it's a
level.
great boss.
Oh, his
His
level's
level-
awful.
Yeah, the level is horrible.
He's
Also,
urgent
there's-
later too, by the way, that you can spam him with a group.
Nice. There's extremely phallic robots running around here, by the way.
Phallic robots.
Phallic robots.
These dogs have guns.
Yes, they do. Should actually heal a little bit.
But yeah, the
Ooh, rare spawns over here.
Oh.
Or red drop,
Rare
rather.
drop. Where is here? Oh, the dogs with guns. Oh,
Wow.
we should have an urgent quest we can queue up for after this.
Oh, excellent. Which one?
I don't know. It's still
Live concept. Oh, is that the Miku
Oh.
thing?
No.
No, it's
Oh, it's
the
the other one.
in-house idle Kuna.
Right.
But
Miku is coming up.
it gives you a boost though. So
I mean, we can't. Oh, maybe. We'll see.
but yeah. It's not really a great deal specific to comment on. Like, I mean, this is not going to blow anybody's mind as far as MMOs go. Its
No.
usability level is extremely poor, generally speaking.
Yeah. As I said earlier in the week, had this been launched in the West 8 years ago, it would have done immensely well.
Yeah, but it wasn't. That didn't
Anyway.
happen, and they unfortunately settled with the consequences of
What the
that.
hell is that?
That's the thing we needed for the daily.
Oh, well, it's dead now.
Yep, we got it.
But oh, I forgot to get the loot. Loot,
No, I
Loot.
forgot to get two.
Is there more loot back there? Yes, there is.
friggin' garbage.
Yeah, I see all garbage over there. One of them is a skill disc. I'll grab that.
There's
It might be.
many, many eggs.
Yeah, so I'm willing to spend more time playing this game. When I've got time to play this game, but it's not groundbreaking, but it's very good for it's very pick up and playable in terms of the actual mechanics of play.
Mhm.
The game systems underlying them are confusing as all get out, but the actual gameplay is quite snappy and responsive compared to most MMOs, where you're going to start off by pressing button and waiting for your dude to swing the sword.
Yeah, you actually start off with a decent selection of abilities. For most classes, anyway.
For bravery, you get like 4, and that's all you get for the whole time. But you have to combo them together and cancel them to make wonky combos.
Yeah,
I've got tons of braver skills.
Not braver, bouncer, the other B one.
yeah, the 3 classes you can't roll up at character creations are really the ones that don't have anything to begin with. Also force, but you can make one of those right at the beginning.
Well, force, you get you're focused on the generic castables that you get.
Yeah.
Whoa, that.
Whoa,
oh,
what was that? I saw lots of red numbers.
Something
Yeah,
just went
that-
bang in Ari's face. Come
Did
here.
you face check something that was on fire or something?
it was a berserking elite thingy.
So this is
What-
another thing that also annoys me about this game. Is unless you're a Tector, or I suppose a Force, and you want to do a heal, it's only on you.
Oh no, not bravers. Bouncers can heal the group.
Yeah,
They just can
bouncers
only hit melee.
Yeah, you need to be able to use a Talus. It's a dual disc, let's face it. But
But
that
you've
allows
been
you to-
healing me historically.
pardon?
You've been healing me historically.
Yeah, but not remotely.
Oh, I'm not really sure what you mean.
Everything is cast on you. Otherwise, at your point.
Oh, right, you mean as
Yeah.
on you centered, point blank
centered.
AOE.
Whereas if you have a Talus, you can flick out a card and it'll cast around that instead.
Okay, this is all the Jagged's done for the daily.
Yep, exit
Except I don't have the daily, so we're coming right back.
Remember what this quest is called, Vol, when we get to the end of it, so I can find it.
Remember, I don't know to begin with.
Isn't it an expedition? I don't know.
No, it's not an expedition. It's a proper mission.
Oh, okay.
I actually didn't know it had the Jaggy Boys. I just thought it had the Bo, what's his name in it.
All right, on to the next area, which should be the boss.
It should be. Oh, finally, I found a way in here.
Yep, boss room.
God, they put that nook to get in here right in the corner of this place. Oh, we lose Vol.
What?
What?
Right, boss runs this way.
You didn't lose me. You never really had me. I was lost. From pretty much the start of the area.
Follow the shopping bag.
Yes.
Is that thing our friend? I don't think he's our friend.
The shopping bag?
No. No, he's not. He's a mini boss.
Oh, you found a
we
mini
can
boss. Wait for me. Also, don't die. Oh wait, that's your auxiliary.
Does he have any weak spots?
Not that I can see. But I'm chopping. Something broke. But I didn't see any breakable numbers coming up. It's a really meaty mini boss. Well, he is a freaking airship. I'm inside the giant tank thing.
Well, stop it.
How are you inside it?
I was doing my rising slash right underneath it and got...
Oh, that's a thing.
Why is it that my shots are flying directly over it instead of into it? What the?
That's a big...
That's a cannon.
Oh,
I'm
this
on
is...
the ground in front of it, so oh
There,
good, it
it's
died
dead.
before I could fire. So I was lying on the floor.
With this stonking great gun poking out at you. Love it.
It dropped a lot of weapons.
It did.
No,
Look at
it
those
didn't for
right.
me. It didn't drop garbage for me.
Yeah, a whole bunch of garbage weapons. Oh well, more money.
I didn't even get a whole bunch of garbage weapons.
I'm gonna have to sort
Maybe
through my
not
inventory
contributing
after all
enough.
this. Alright, back to the exit.
So yeah, back to the boss room. Oh, I accidentally summoned the lightning pony.
Well, that was a waste.
He'll be fine. He will clear the way. Go, lightning pony.
Cleared the way.
I will show you the way.
Do you
No,
know the way?
no stale memes.
Yes, stale memes forever.
Do you know the way?
I don't think that's it. I think even stale is too generous.
Oh crap! Now I got lost.
Yeah, you gotta jump over some rocks in the corner there.
Yeah, this little stupid nook. I walked right by it. I'm coming.
There's a box that comes up over these teleporters, and I haven't bothered to stop and read it, but I think it means that, yes, in fact, Aristeel is the one leaving us behind.
I'll put some buffs up.
I'm coming. I'm almost there.
Too bad. No buffs for you.
He doesn't need them. He'll be fine.
Honestly, at this
Ari,
level,
what plays the
nothing's
overpowered
really need
class?
them. There he is.
Whichever class Ari picks will always turn out to be overpowered.
Ooh, it's incredibly golden.
Yeah. Kill his rings when he throws them out.
Right.
That's really the only relevant thing I remember.
I'll take his
His
ass.
His little hula
hello.
hoops.
That hurt. Wait, his ads make drops? Wow, okay.
No, he died.
He died.
Who needs a lightning pony?
All right, summons.
Yeah, summons are a thing.
One day I'll remember in time to actually find out what mine does.
Oh, and now my inventory's full. Hooray, inventory management time.
Okay.
It's
So
everybody's favorite activity. Yeah, inventory management in this game.
It's
The
how they-
amount of inventory they've given you is basically bullying.
Yeah. So
it is the money bully.
for a lot of games, 50 inventory slots on your character would be plenty. To start with, anyway.
By the way, that was a recommended quest, so it gave me a little gift when I got back to the ship.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, I can't open it. I
But,
don't think. Oh no, I can.
Yeah, it doesn't help that your outfit is also in your inventory at all times. If you're a cast, that takes up 3 slots, by the way.
And any weapon skins, they permanently need to be in your inventory and take an inventory slot. They don't have their own equipment slot.
Yep.
I need to visit the title lady. I probably have like 80 billion titles over there.
Okay, just give me a money boost. So you gone back to the shop? Yes, you have.
Yes.
Yeah. So there are systems in this game which honestly really need a bit of a tweak.
Such as our inability to take any missions that are actually challenging. Because
yeah,
we're not
that-
level 40.
That'll just happen later.
Yep, can't do very hard. I mean, I could switch to the bouncer and put us at level 40 right away.
I mean, it was quite challenging when we were fighting that tank thing because we were
At
way
the,
too low level.
You can't
Yeah, we
really
were
just
like-
go in and mash face on that tank either. It has way too much junk flying down in the arena. If you do that, you're just going to get blown up.
Oh, it looks
Okay.
like it is a Miku and Luca concert.
Oh, okay.
Right, let's
To the
see.
shops.
Yeah. Inventory management time, everybody's favorite activity.
Yeah.
I suppose I should go to the appraisal person first.
Where is the concert? Down the bottom here?
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's either not started yet or has just finished. One or the other.
Yeah, I'd say it's just finished. Although there's still a lot of people hanging around down here. Somebody has a
Yeah, I
title here, Simping for Xeno.
Why would you do this?
At least he's not the guy just spamming boobs in the chat while we watch the concert.
I mean, yeah.
I don't need that. Try praising another thing.
I need to.
I hate lagging when I'm in the upgrade screen.
It doesn't matter what I appraise a weapon as, because I can't use them.
Tell us. I don't want to tell us.
I would at least like there to be more harmonizers to get. Like, there's some really good ones you do get later on, but yeah. Oops. Do. There we go. Appraise all at once.
That guy has a black umbrella.
I got a red one.
He's a black. Oh, it's a spear, but it looks like a black and red umbrella.
I see.
Oh, I missed one.
Oh, I can actually use some of these discs for a change.
Hooray!
Although none of them are for the class that I'm playing.
Sounds about right.
And I'm lagging like a mofo.
Yeah.
The hub in this game is really, really laggy.
Yeah, these little concerts are cute and all, but they make everybody come back to the hub whenever they start,
Yeah, and
so they get the buff.
the whole thing just chugs.
Yeah,
It's all right so long as you just sit and watch the concert through the concert camera.
I need to get a 9-star Redron egg.
Meat
Really.
again?
Drop. I'll start leveling up Viola. So I have Tank Pony.
Oh dear, oh dear.
sell all that crap.
Right, I've used all my discs.
Deposit to storage.
Whoops.
I think I'm going to stop storing anything. It's not working out for me. I fill my storage with complete rubbish.
They do at least give you a good solid wadge of storage right up the bat.
Well, they had better because you're not going to get any more after that.
Yeah.
I mean, do you really need that water tower?
I mean, really? No.
But you're gonna get it anyway.
Yeah, gonna get it anyway. I've had wedding arches and all sorts of nonsense drop.
Yeah, from all those scratch ticket quests and all those items.
I haven't done a lot of these quests. Like I haven't had time to sit down and trawl through all the tutorial people.
Oh, I'm sure I'm still not done, but I've been trying.
Yeah, this game tutorializes something horrible.
There are no joke 20 hours of tutorials, at least.
Yeah, and they just kind of dump information on you.
And that's lowballing. It got to a point where I just didn't care anymore and would just do what each quest said one after the other without trying to figure out what the heck it was asking me to do.
Ah,
It's dark.
what just happened? Oh, the concert started.
Automata suppression, Felspawns. Come on. Felspawn suppression, turn in! Okay, alliance order's complete.
Okay, that's a stage.
I can't remember how to turn on the camera.
And now someone's simping for gators. Why is everyone simping? Stab it.
It's the in thing right now.
Apparently. Okay, so the usual degenerates have made their appearance.
This is what happens when you can put art in the game as emotes.
Yeah, usually you end up with loads and loads of memes. But yeah.
Oh dear.
What was the button to turn on the camera?
L. I don't know, for me it's L1.
Oh, that's not helpful.
To be fair, some people are very creative with their memes. Oh, hang on. Should I just press... Yeah, there we go. And now I've got lyrics across the bottom too.
Nobody's going to tell me what button to press, are they? That you're just all going
The mine's L1, dude. I don't know what it's.
Mine
the
is
interact button for me.
You get close to the stage and you press E and it'll give you a active cam.
But I am close to the stage.
Not close enough.
Right.
Rub your face on your waifu.
I literally cannot get any closer to the stage. Maybe I have to be further away from the stage.
Might have to be further away. You might be too close. Stay away from the waifu.
No, it's not working.
Go load another area and come back.
Or come over to
Could
where
be.
I am, maybe.
I can't see you because if any time I go near there, it just lags to hell.
Right.
This is all under the heading of optimization, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, wasn't that a big part of the reason we didn't get this localized initially?
No, I think a lot of the reason
No.
was Sega just kind of forgot about it.
Yeah, it was Sega were being retards. That's what
every-
it boils down to.
Once a year, someone would come up and say, "Oi, can we have PSO2 in the West?" And Sega would go, "Yeah, we're totally going to do that." And
They would usually bring them like a petition with 500,000 signatures or something.
yeah, and Sega said, "Yeah, we're totally going to do it." And then they just disappear off the face of the earth.
Oh, I know why it wasn't working. It's because I was in crosshair mode.
Oh, that would do it.
Because if you play a Bow Braver in anything other than crosshair mode, you're an idiot.
Oh dear. So yeah, the rest of your week.
Rest of my week.
Yeah, that was what we were doing, wasn't it?
I've tried poking at some other anime, but they're just so bad this season.
It is a really rubbish season.
Part of it is just that because of the coof, a lot of the stuff that might otherwise have been made just didn't get made, and a lot of stuff has been delayed as well. But yeah, it's just awful. It's awful. I mean, some of the stuff I'm watching just to watch, but this has been very much a rewatch whatever comfort food anime I like season. That's what I've ended up doing most of the time.
Right.
Like even things, even long runners, like it seems like Black Clover's more or less stopped airing.
Oh, they finally did their run.
Yeah, like they stopped, and we are about to go into like 6 months of training or something, that type of thing.
Time skip. Also,
I don't
someone
know.
down there has a flamethrower guitar, and I want one.
Normally, when they go into a 6 month long training montage, that's an excuse to jam in as many horrible filler arcs as they want.
Yeah, it's either we're just going to put the thing on hiatus for a while and do a time skip, or filler arcs aplenty.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been a very frustrating anime season. Just hasn't been very good. There's nothing worthwhile to report. Maybe I'm just skipping all the good ones, but I mean, there's seasons like that where people will say that, oh well, the good ones are all like horrible high school romance ones or super edgy ones or whatever like that, and I'm like, I can't be bothered. I'm not interested in investing myself in watching those. And so I could be wrong. Maybe it's actually a great season, and there's just the stuff that I automatically pass over because it's just like edgelordery or romantic drama or something. But my experience of the season has been awful.
Yep. Yeah, there's been nothing that's grabbed my attention at all.
Is the giant cake gone from the center of the plaza, or am I just lagging?
No, it's gone, thank goodness.
Okay.
Yeah, we started during the week. They had this wedding event going, which was awful.
Yeah, and I didn't finish it because I couldn't find that damn frog.
So that's only just gone. So that would have been that concert. I think was the transition. So the event actually ended while we were doing the show. Live.
Right. I see.
Which
That's
not a lot of MMOs do.
Right. Now, what was I doing? I was trying to empty my inventory of this millions of piles of complete garbage.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing we need to do.
Yeah, I need to poke some of this down my potato's throat, for
I
starters.
don't think it even has a throat. I don't actually sure
For the
how this
purposes-
works.
For the purposes of this, I'm going to treat it as though it does in fact have a throat.
So let's
Gorge yourself, potato.
I mean, I've probably vended items that people could really, really use, but you can't put items up. Oh, wait a minute. The cake's back. There are people trapped inside of it.
Oh, fabulous.
Somebody didn't think this through.
But yeah, I've been sort of feeling strangely at a loss due to the lack of good anime this season, which really worries me as a person. like I've gotten so used to whiling away the evening in the weekend watching the latest season anime that I feel like I've become a derelict as a human being. That's honestly been my impression, is, oh my goodness, I don't actually miss this, do I, when it's not happening? Yeah, so I'm sort of a bit worried about that.
That's might be cause for concern.
Yeah. Anyway, I could just, squander my time playing an MMO or a mobile game instead, because that's so much better, right?
Totally.
Yeah. Maybe I need to resume my studies of Latin. Anyway, I don't think that there's really much else to talk about because I've been busy, quite simply. They're going to start training other people at work finally to do the jobs that I'm landed at ground zero with, because there's just nobody else who can.
Yay.
So
Your
that
awful manager left too, or is leaving, isn't it?
yeah, I don't know what exactly his reasons are. According to the quality officer, his reasons are something that, if they are true at face value, they sort of absolve him a little bit. And that apparently one of his reasons for leaving is that I have accused him in the past of being a yes man, but one of the reasons that he apparently left is that they expected him to be a yes man, and that he got sick of always having to do exactly as he was told by upper management, having no autonomy to make decisions on his own, and generally speaking, being a gopher for upper management.
Yep.
And apparently he basically got tired of having no input in the way the business is run and decided that he'd had enough and he found a job elsewhere.
Fair enough.
So,
At that same company that's poaching everybody else?
pardon?
Is it at that same company that's poaching everybody else?
No, it's a different one. But because he's managerial, he's got managerial experience, so he's got more room to go and do what he wants. But yeah, so if that is, face value, the reality of the situation, then it's sort of a lot of his behavior comes more into focus, in that he was tied up trying to do things that he wasn't allowed to do. I still think that he was very, very poor at interacting with the staff and actually having a presence as a member of the team, which I think is important if you want to maintain leadership.
Mm-hmm.
But it does make a certain amount of sense.
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't know what will happen next. Odds on they'll find somebody much worse, because that just seems to be how things go.
Yep, that's life.
But yeah, I don't know. Working, it's not all that it's cracked up to be.
Yeah,
But
it certainly is not.
You got to keep putting food in your belly somehow. Unfortunately, there's not really any way out of that. Yeah, so I would like to have more to talk about during my week, but I just don't. It hasn't been. I feel like I've been pretty singularly unproductive in a lot of ways, both in terms of the video I've gotten to play and in terms of what I've accomplished at work, since I've basically been just barely keeping my head above the tide. But yeah, I guess I'll just end it there, because most of what I did, in, like, if you measure my gaming time as a single volume, the bulk of that volume was in fact taken up by PSO2, and whatever I would say about that will become manifest by us just playing it. If we ever get finished with our inventory management, because holy cow.
Yeah. Also, I just added the Miku song to the guild jukebox.
All right, we have a guild hall. I don't have to be standing here in the gate area.
I'm just going to dump all our alliance points onto the tree.
Am I the only one who can barely understand how the armor...
Don't dump it all in the tree. We're saving it for storage. I forgot about that.
Oh, right, okay.
We can get guild storage at 10,000.
All right, well, we're nearly there then.
Yeah, fuck the tree.
Why did you drop an F-bomb?
Buffs! Not that we need them, but I mean buffs!
Why you say F-bomb, man?
Oh, well. I didn't even notice until you pointed it out. No, for 10,000 points, we can get alliance storage.
I presume at some point as the game goes on, armor will cease to be much of a muchness and actually make some sense.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Later on, you're going to be lining up units, which is your armor slots, in sets for the particular bonuses.
I've always been a big fan of sets in games because I hate theorycraft. Like, if I'm actively involved in raiding, I will do theorycraft because it's my responsibility, but I hate it. Like, I had enough spreadsheets when I was in engineering school.
Yeah,
I'm
done.
Modern theorycraft in MMOs, where the information is nuanced and readily available all the time. I hate doing it with that.
The thing is that that's been the evolution of the genre, right? It's become calibrated such that the advantage that you need to obtain has to be ground down to the finest details, because the number of systems interacting is too high for you to figure it out the hard way.
Yeah, you can't just find something that works relatively well and min-max that relatively well-working thing. Is it going to be tuned for that well-working thing? It's going to be tuned for the best thing you can do.
Yep.
So I hate modern theory crafting with a passion because you can't experiment, so there's no point in it.
Yeah, we should go do another quest, by the way.
Yeah, I need to. I've got those dailies this time.
Okay. I do not know if I can see those same recommended quests again.
No, I think they're there but grayed out. Hang on, I'll tell you in a sec.
Well, we're not even part of the same party anymore, so.
Yeah, the party fell apart somehow.
When Fern went in the goat call, I think it disbanded the party.
Oh, right, that would do it.
I need to dump
reasons,
whatever.
I guess.
I'm gonna dump whatever order quests I've got that are. Where is
yeah,
the
you can
quest
see them, but they're all grayed out.
Right, hold on. I need to get rid of some of these orders so that I can actually do quests. Because a bunch of these quests I just blithely picked up, but it turns out that I need to be level 40 to actually attempt them.
Yeah,
So,
I found there's a few of that as well.
oh my goodness, you just obliterated my that invite just obliterated my submenus. Now I have to find where I was again. Like I said, usability of this game not awesome.
Not awesome, no.
No, the what you call it controls are really good though.
Oh yeah, it's fun, but it's a headache.
Yeah, I actually feel like the interface makes more sense with a controller.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, I think so.
That ain't hard because this UI is pretty dang awful. But yeah,
I really do like the level of character customization that does come up as well. Like you see people running around like there's this cyberpunk Mad Max wannabe running around over here. And
but if you look at the book, ultimately everybody converges on the same thing.
Yeah. Maximum waifu dress. Or edgelord.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it's just a Gundam.
Yeah,
like it's literally the fruity version of a Gundam.
Although someone did point out that I'm wearing Buzz Lightyear's color scheme, and now I can't unsee it.
Yeah, I'm afraid that's something you're just going to have to live with now.
You are go and
Buzz
change
Lightyear.
it. Oh, hello, we have an emergency.
What is our emergency?
I wish the ticker would hurry up.
The corrupted former mothership is approaching with Dark. Yes,
so it's Fat Owl time.
It's Fat Owl.
Let's go murder some Fat Owl.
Okay, we'll spam that while I talk about my week. I need to invite Fern to the party. I already invited him once, but I'll invite him again.
It's because I was rubbing my face on a UI menu.
I don't know what's wrong with the idea of, one touch accepting invites to parties.
Can't do that. That was easy.
It's okay. I only got to go in like 4 submenus to find your name to invite you.
It's a shame, actually. There's a lot of really great Japanese, not just MMOs, but RPGs particularly, which are fantastic. They have excellent stories and great gameplay, but their UI is appallingly awful.
Yeah.
This
what is this guy?
Tree. He's a palm tree.
Oh, he's a peacock. He's a weed peacock.
Oh, now I can't unsee that.
No, I can't unsee it either. Why would you do this?
Why would you do this?
Because he's a weed peacock.
That's not an endorsement, folks.
Unless you live in a state where it's legal.
Well, I guess. But
I still don't endorse it.
That's a thing. I never thought I'd actually see something like that. Alright, so emergency quests or urgent quests in this game are actually really cool. That's how all your big bosses turn up.
It should pop up. It's not quite on the mission lady yet, so I gotta wait for it to pop up on her.
Yeah, you get
it. But the sky's gone red.
This is. Oh, wait.
I'll try.
There we go.
I'll change zones. I'll change zones and come back to the gate area and try accepting.
Well, I just had a look. It's not there, but yeah, when the roof lights up with emergency red, usually that means that you've got to go and participate in a raid.
Yeah, but they put out the announcement first, and I think it's about 10 minutes later that the quest actually appears. So usually gives you enough time to finish what you're doing and come into base.
Yeah, I'll go jump on the ship because it's not as laggy there, and I'll check the quest scanner there. No, actually, I won't do that.
I don't think you can actually.
No, well, you can. You can start an expedition for the forest or something at level 1 and wait for the urgent quest to pop. But I might do that in a minute. But we'll just keep checking the quest lady. We'll do that as soon as it pops.
We'll get another ping across the news ticker. Yeah. I'm really annoyed. There's a couple of memes actually built into the game. Like the summoner guy, particularly, is very annoying. He's creepy and weird, but when you walk past him, he does a very passable Obi-Wan Kenobi hello there.
I also would love to see the duration on my buffs easily.
Yeah, that would be a nice thing.
Rare drop rate up premium.
Nice.
Random effect drink is best drink.
Incidentally, how do you actually modify the looks of a weapon?
You can get weapon skins. They're called weapon camos or something. And while you have them in your inventory, you go to your leftmost bag slot. You hit where item is and mag is. You hit customize. You go down to weapon camo, and then you select one.
That's really complicated.
Yes. And it still takes up a slot in your inventory.
Yes.
So how do you get weapon camos then?
Scratch cards,
I don't
mostly.
know. Yeah, I think I got mine from doing the scratch card quests or as a quest reward from one of the... And I didn't get one for every weapon. I just got one for a few of them.
Yeah, you also get a few out of things like titles and stuff like that. Apparently there's a really, really good back slot item you can get if you get 200 titles.
I see. Does it make you look like a weird peacock?
No, thankfully. How many titles am I up to at the moment? I don't know.
How many
because there's no
MMOs do you literally acquire plumage?
That's a new one.
Let's see. I have... Can't tell how many titles I have.
Yeah, there's a count somewhere, but I have no idea how to read it.
Do they confer buffs or anything? I'm asking because practically everything seems to.
Not that we would be able to tell how long the buffs last or how useful they are. Because the inventory, it doesn't freaking tell us.
Yeah.
So yeah, while we're waiting on that, I guess we can do something in my week.
Go for it.
I got some things I can talk about.
Otherwise, I'm going to start making fun of people's color schemes.
So me and Vol had to go through some tomfoolery to get him some cash money, and so he tossed me some Steam money as a payment for it. Since transferring actual cash between countries is not a prospect anyone should ever have to endure.
Such a pain.
Yeah, like I mean, the thing is that I feel if video games are a concern of yours, then Steam is the ultimate form of currency transfer because it's pretty much seamless, and what's more, the offshore margins are basically non-existent.
Yep. So we did that, and I spent that money on a game I'd had my eye on because I noticed it was on sale, and that is One Step from Eden. This is... How do I describe this? So, have either of you played the Mega Man Battle Network games?
I did, actually. I quite enjoyed
not-
Battle
not
Network,
really Mega
even if
Man
the story
person.
was completely nonsense and involved, underage drinking.
Yeah, Battle Network's a weird series. I like the Battle Network games a lot and replayed them all recently. But, so you take the grid-based combat of Mega Man Battle Network, and then you move that, just the combat portions, into a roguelike experience with randomized battle chips in a 4x3 grid instead of a 3x3 grid for each party.
You lost me way back at the start.
So the way Combat and Battle Network works, you can build a deck as you play the Mega Man Battle Network games, and you will accrue battle chips that you can send to Mega Man, and these act as his special attacks in battle. Battle happens in 2 3x3 grids. The enemies get 3x3 grid, and you get a 3x3 grid, and you can move around on it instantly with the D-pad and teleport to any adjacent square that isn't diagonal. So, and then the battle chips will do things like throw a bomb 3 squares in front of you, or pull out a cannon and shoot a shot in a line in front of you, and stuff like that. And it's really fast-paced, and it goes by really quickly. And a lot of the elements of Battle Network that made it interesting were you could take those battle chips, and depending on how your deck was set up, you could make the chips do really wonky things. Like if you got all 4 of the same chip drawn, because you could have up to 4 of the same chip in the 30-chip deck, in a hand, 5 new chips. So once 5 seconds had passed, your gauge would refill, and you could draw again. But you could opt to hold that draw for however many seconds you wanted. You just press the L button whenever you wanted to draw your new hand, because you'd exhausted what you had from the last hand. And you could do stuff like get a cannon that shoots an unlimited number of times, or rain meteors down on the opponents and stuff, depending on what chip combo you got. And it was a really fun battle system, and certainly unique, and not something that anybody else has really tried to do anything with since. So One Step for me takes that concept and takes, instead of deck building, we'll just give you 3 random battleships you can choose one of to add to your deck after every single fight. Or you can take none of them, which is often the best option because it'll clutter your deck with crap. So it's really interesting. If it wasn't to everybody, because the Battle Network system's really unique and something you definitely haven't experienced before, but it's a roguelike. Or the modern definition of a roguelike.
I'm getting really tired of hearing that word.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like people go, like I could imagine somebody trying to claim that, oh well, PSO2 is a roguelike because the levels are procedurally generated and you completely screw over your character.
I mean, it's not entirely wrong, but it's not right.
But it's not true. It's not true, but that definition has become absurdly elastic.
Yeah.
And I just realized I'm not going to get any EXP bonus for this crap.
For this what?
Well, we're going to go and do the event quest, but I don't have any EXP bonus, do I? So it's basically a waste of time for me.
You can use one from your inventory. Don't you have like 50 bajillion of them?
I have to dig through my storage and find out where on the list they are. My storage has a lot of stuff in it.
I keep the tri boosters, the EXP, and the 50% boosters in my inventory at all times.
I keep practically everything in my inventory until I realized that way I would have no inventory. So now I need to work out where they are. Oh, counters that they count like potions, don't they? Right. Anyway, go on.
So yeah, it's an interesting little game. I really hate this modern roguelike idea of every play session's a new play session, and you start from zero, and you got to rebuild it from the bottom, and you may carry over a few tiny unlocks, but otherwise you're replaying the whole diddly dang game again. I don't like that play model.
Yeah, it's been done to death as well, which doesn't help.
Yeah, it's just, I don't like it. It doesn't make me feel like I'm progressing as well as I could be. Some of them do it better than others. Synthetic has permanent unlocks and permanent customization and new loadouts you can start the match with. But even then, that game's still entirely determined by what gun you pick up. You don't get a good gun in the first few floors, you might as well restart the run.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't like this trope in games, is what I'm coming to understand. Also, this dang mission ain't popping.
Yeah.
I'm getting on the ship. I'm just going to start a forest exposition at level 1 and see if the ship has it.
Just start something we can actually do. In case it takes a while to pop.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I've
got to get those EXP boosts.
Okay. I'm loading
looking at arms.
Oh, I'm loading the ship right now. I'll pick something when I'm on the ship.
Giganti arms.
Did you get the daily boost?
Good grief.
I can't hear you.
Did you get the daily boosts from the quest lady?
I picked up the quest, yeah.
Okay.
So you'd fight like dingleberries and ringleberries and automata.
Okay, I found the quest again. Accept quest, yes. And friends only. Search. Okay.
Yep.
So come on the ship whenever you get it, and we can jump and blitz through this as fast as we can.
Yep, I'll stop faffing around with the marketplace then. I've just noticed there's a gear set in there for male casts, which is idiotically enormous. Like, more enormous than some of the other stuff. I could probably potentially make a 12-foot tall robot man.
We're on the planet, by the way, Fern.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Gonna try and zip through this place before what's his nuts pops.
Red drop.
Yeah. I will say I am mildly annoyed every time by the ad on the loading screen.
Yeah,
At least it's.
I don't have a problem with it. I don't know why you guys are so upset about it. Like,
It's just a mild annoyance. But if it would be a major annoyance if it was something they were advertising something that wasn't an in-game store thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of automata around here.
Why is that?
when it says to capture something, what does that actually mean?
Okay, there's a
I
pink
think
mark
we
on the map. I think that's the thing we got to take. The net is the blue mark.
Oh, we got to get that stupid thing to chase us into the net, I think.
Yeah, don't kill it.
Oh, where's the?
Back near the entrance. So, boop. Oh,
Why are we trying to capture a giant robot?
I just broke it.
It's stuck in the wall. Oh no, that's
What are we trying to capture? I don't know what we're trying to
Oh,
get.
did it just climb up?
What is a Dekel Mayuda anyway? How are you supposed
It's
to know?
this big tank thing. So I think we're just supposed to be guarding it at this point and not kill it. Whoops.
No, we failed the capture quest.
How did we fail the capture
In that
quest?
case, I'm going to kill it.
I don't know.
Like I've never succeeded at one before because I just can't work out what to do.
Neither have I. I don't have a clue how they're
I
supposed
mean,
to
it's
work.
going towards where the net was. But I'm just going to
But
kill it.
but yeah, this is a suppressed quest to kill this thing.
So we are supposed to kill this thing.
Yeah, we were supposed to kill this thing. The capture was for something else that I didn't see. I didn't even see the mob we were supposed to capture. But yeah, so that was the what I spent the money you've all sent me on. And it was okay. It's just like, man, that thing's gonna explode.
Yeah, there we go. It's dead now.
Okay, so onward to the exit.
Ooh, rare candy.
What?
But
For Pokemon?
It's a cookie.
Oh, for crying out loud!
let's hurry. Just go quickly.
It's easy to say quickly, but we need to find the place we're trying to go first.
Alright. Just gotta catch up. Everything's dead. What is that over there? Oh, it's one
Oh,
of
here's
those.
the way through.
I got it.
You gassed it.
Lol,
Yeah.
escort, whatever.
It's at the far north. So yeah, what else did I do this week? I spent actually only about a day-ish of free time playing PSO2. And I made a ton of progress because 50% try booster and spammed the urgent quest that's up right now. And just spammed it on my bouncer class and got it to like level 42 or something like that. Or up to level 40. And then played a little bit more and did the story mode stuff. And I stopped caring what the heck the story mode was talking about 5 missions in, and just started skipping the cutscenes.
Yeah, I had a look at the story mode stuff, and can't believe I'm about to say this, but go watch the anime.
You know,
Yeah,
people have always said that PSO2 has a great story.
It might, but the presentation is appallingly bad.
I've
Yeah.
been cornered by a lot of unfriendly hombres.
I'm stuck with another party that seems to be following me around.
I'm just looking for the exit.
Well, the exit must be over where... Who's red? Volk.
There's a
No, I'm
suppression
dead.
quest.
I told you I was cornered.
Apparently,
Apparently you guys are willing to just completely abandon me, though.
You got dead. Don't get dead.
I'm coming to revive you. I didn't have a clue where you were.
Oh, there's a big angry up there.
Yeah, I'll get him.
Yeah, that's what I got pinned in this tiny little area, and then the boss dude just spammed it with AoE attacks until I was dead.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
Wow, that sounded like a Doom creature dying.
Yeah, it does. Oh,
That was
okay.
fun.
That stings.
That was Fern almost dying. Go get him, Pony.
There. Now he's dead.
Okay, Pony killed him.
Right,
That
did you
was-
find the exit?
Yeah, it's over the other way. I found it while you were getting mauled by that guy, and that was also the thing you needed for one of the. There's another one.
Evidently.
Oh, hello.
It's okay if you break both of its rings, it collapses.
Can it recreate them?
Yeah, once it's dead now, but it'll respawn the donuts, but it'll fall on its knees when you kill its donuts.
Kill
It's
its donuts.
Ooh, got a rare drop off that one.
It sounds slightly. Ugh.
Just a little bit silly.
Yep.
Oh, also, don't forget to pick up furniture and don't throw it away for no reason.
Yeah, you're supposed to use furniture, if not to actually, furnish your house. You can use it to regulate the levels of stats that you feed your mag. That's what it's supposed to.
Primary uses to regulate your mag.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad that didn't vendor all that purple flowers and crap. You keep looting for us.
Depending on the rarity rank of it, it will decrease a stat.
Yeah. I think it's melee. You want a 4-star, range 5-star, tech 6-star. The same also goes for monomates, duomates, and trimates. I've got to use trimates if I want to regulate. They ain't common.
Did Vol see where the exit was?
I'm on my way there. It's just that there's a lot of people around.
Oh, there you are. Heals.
Okay.
Or
I
you
step
can
back
go
out.
That's fine too.
Check. I'm coming. Okay.
Yeah, it automatically teleports if we're all standing here. If you use it, then you go by yourself.
Oh, is that how that works?
Yep.
Yes, which is why I'm now here by myself.
You're not. Let's go wait for the intro scheme.
Okay. I didn't know that's how it worked.
It only tells you every time you use it.
I don't read that junk.
Oh, that's lasers.
Who has time to read? Okay, chicken ads are dead.
Oh, he just spawns infinite chicken ads.
Yeah, I know, but they were bugging me. Hopefully, after we nuke him, we'll have some time to...
Yeah, he's dead.
Yep.
He's got a face full of arrows on my screen.
Yeah. That's on mine, too. Get the fat loots.
That's my favorite part about playing a bow braver, is the fact that the arrows stay stuck in them.
These little green arrows sticking everywhere. Yeah, it's great.
Alright. Once we get back to the ship.
Yep, now we spam the boss.
Until we have no inventory space.
Until we have no inventory space.
Which for Fern will be like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Chicken time. Let's go beat up the chicken.
Isn't there a song about that?
Probably.
So yeah, I actually didn't play that much. It wasn't this one, it was the hands one that I spammed.
It's the hands one's the easy one, because half the time, by the time you arrive, it's already over.
Yeah, the hands one, it just falls over so quick.
So my bouncer skyrocketed to max level.
For a moment, I thought that was saying Doritos.
Doritos?
The boss we have to fight.
Yeah.
Yep, chicken's already up the group. We're filling in.
Oof! Why is it that every time I come through a teleporter, I immediately get hit by something flying in my direction?
You mean like that? Come here.
Yep.
It's like that.
So this is the chicken boss. The chicken boss does chicken things. Like make explosions and summon pillars. Very chickeny things. I should probably res this poor guy.
Yeah.
What chickens are you familiar with?
If you're resing in here, you're doing it wrong, honestly. Because you can just go back to the ship and drop straight back in.
No. Don't do that right away when you die, because you'll lower the whole team's score if you do that.
Oh, yeah, there's that too, yeah.
And you all get less bonus experience and rewards and progress towards whatever item you're tracking in the little whatever menu.
Whoop.
He sat on me.
He butt flipped me.
Towers are up.
Yep. One time we did this, nobody killed the towers, and we all died.
I think that they were bugged out because I stood next to a tower fighting it the whole time.
Yeah. I do think they occasionally bug out.
Okay, I'm not resin him twice. I resin him once.
Those things don't grow on trees, man.
Oh, they cost literally nothing from the vendor, but
Don't tell him that. He'll think that gives a carte blanche to fall over dead all the time.
But yeah, I'm not gonna go out of my way to rescue the dude.
He just died again.
That's rather impressive. How many people have rezzed him now?
Yeah, he just ran over to me and killed over. I mean,
Come on up.
I'll
Back to
pick
the
him
ship.
up.
So yeah, don't release and run back right away unless you want to take a hit. And it hits your whole party. Everybody that you're partied with. Ooh, I got finished one of my doohickey mabobs.
Doohickey mabobs. Nice.
My photon bow red that I needed for one of the items.
If I return to the lobby, will I still be able to come back? Because I need to turn in that quest for the EXP bonus.
Yeah, go for it. We can wait a little bit.
Yeah, they stay up for a bit. Give me a sec to sort through my
Oh
junk.
my goodness, it's so slow moving around in the lobby.
Hello, lag. How I've missed you.
No, I don't know what an advanced quest is. Just go away. Oh my goodness, every time I take a step, the tutorial person starts talking to me again.
Oh, cut you hit level 40.
It's very
Oh,
frustrating.
Yeah, that would do it. I just fed my mag a bunch of monomates, or trimates rather.
Did you get all 3 of them?
Oh, whoops.
Vol, did you get all 3 of the dailies done?
No, because we didn't fight one of them.
Oh. Well. We should have time to clean it up before the rollover if we do the urgent quest first. Let me know when you're ready. Pickle?
Pickle?
Yep. I'm just turning something in.
Alright. Is it going to make me come back in from the ship? Probably.
I think I'm haven't pushed the button to accept the quest again yet. I'm still waiting on Vol to finish
I'm
whatever.
waiting for all of these millions of dialogue boxes to go away. Okay, go.
Oh no, good. That
They
took me
really
long.
all want my attention as soon as I turn level 40.
Yep. Okay.
Everyone wants to talk to me.
Yeah,
I'm
sounds
so
about right. It's one of those gateway levels.
To the ship.
Too late. I'm already ahead. Charge.
Random drink. Fire resist. Ah,
Status ailment resist and light resist.
Oh, right. I forgot to get the drink. It's time.
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
What was the Mondegreen lyric again for Size Palace?
Run from the chicken man.
Yeah,
The chicken
yeah,
man.
we're about to do that
Gotta run from the chicken man.
because he will sit on you if you don't.
There's a whole lot of other wonky Mondegreens I've seen for that palace, but Run from the Chicken Man is the one I heard.
I think any good background music for a dungeon you have to spend a lot of time in should have some decent Mondegreen lyrics to it to keep you entertained.
Yeah. Preferably multiple.
We're gonna get stuck in his tummy teeth.
Tummy teeth.
Oh, this move. Fuck this move. Oh, there it was again.
Damn it. Oh, there's his spinning. Pet wants buff.
Damn it! I always dodge into that instead of out of it.
I just dodged through it because we have iframes. I've learned in this game it's better to go towards the attack in almost all cases.
Yeah, I've noticed
Why is
that.
there a crosshair attached to me?
Does that mean you're about to get squished? Pew.
No, that's not good. That's not good at all. I was knocked down right underneath him when he started that.
Pillar time.
I probably shouldn't just hang on to this charge until I get to the thing, but I would feel bad wasting the charge. Nope, screwed the timing on that up.
I don't know that this is actually a very efficient way to do damage, but it's very satisfying.
Well, levels up all around. Excellent.
Fabulous.
We were there for the whole fight that time. I wonder if we got more experience than the one we were there only partway for. I got an Oracle table.
Oracle table?
A what?
A piece of furniture.
What is it called?
Oracle table.
Uh,
Okay, Chicken Man quest.
Did you run from the Chicken Man?
well, I didn't even have time to click in. He
Oh,
just
yeah, Ari's
overrode
gotten
me.
really quick at doing those. Gotta run from Chicken
Random
Man.
drink.
Ooh, attack up L. And PP optimization.
That seems like a really good combo to get.
That's an extremely good combo to get. Better than fire resist.
So yeah.
One must
What
optimize
else
your
did I do?
PP.
Oh, I did take one day this week to try out to get further in Half-Life Alyx.
Oh yeah, it's still going.
How many hours have you put into it so far? Like, how long is it?
It's pretty long. I'm only at the end of chapter 5. I think there's 8 chapters, and I put about 8 hours into it at least.
That's pretty good. Normally, VR games are like 30 minutes long.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem I've run into with this game is there's a physical stamina limit when playing VR games.
Yes.
And so until you get your IRL stam stat a bit higher, the hours you can play are limited. And then there's the eye problem where I'm not sure you can make that stat go up, where your eyes just get tired. Oof.
I wonder if there's a way to extend out the duration of the verse spells. 'Cause I get one of my big nuke casts off before it expires again.
Oof. Why is he picking on me this time?
Oh,
No,
wow.
you-
He did not like you.
Yeah, he
Right.
just decided to savage me.
Oh,
Like-
I would love to come help you, but I'm frozen in a block of ice.
Bravers are not especially great at self-preservation, and humans are especially fragile. So,
Whoosh. Are you about to fall over?
No matter what game we're playing, I just assume Vol's always about to fall over.
sometimes it's my fault, but more often than not, it's something completely absurd has happened.
There he goes.
I can't help but wonder if there's some kind of benefit to breaking his tail off, whether it gets you more loot or more EXP or anything.
I think it's only combat benefits as far as I can tell. There might be. I don't know.
It's hard to break it off though. It's always spinning around and
That's because
Right.
nobody's a system like it's designed for the DPS on the team to focus.
yeah.
I wonder if it will become more relevant to have a tank at some point.
Maybe?
Because honestly, right now it doesn't really seem to be.
Yeah, no, it's just can you dodge the attacks?
Yeah.
Which I think
Even-
is fine in a lot of ways.
Are
But
you a bad?
Yeah, I really I don't even see the point of the block button.
well, I mean,
What button?
if you're a braver, it gives you buffs.
Oh, the katana version has like the counter moves and stuff too, doesn't it?
Yeah. Like if you get your bar charged up and then you use the counter, it buffs your stats pretty significantly. There are hybrid builds which use that to buff the bow, but that seems like a lot of effort. So I'm building a purist bow one based on using basically the summoner class as a subclass to just increase stats.
Yeah.
It seems to be quite good for that. There's a lot of like flat damage increase stuff that is cross-class applicable.
Yes. A lot of builds will use a summoner as a sub.
How are you supposed to avoid that? Because I never seem to be in a position where I could feasibly run away from it.
You have to get right up close to him, and if you move it right underneath him, you don't take any damage from it.
Right. It usually seems to be one of the very first things he does, though.
Yeah.
Where's the chicken man going? Oh, he's throwing his tail on me, but he's making meteors come down now. Nope, I'm frozen.
Oh, I was too close to him. Oh.
Can I unfreeze you with a pew pew?
And he decided to sit on me.
Ouch. Or not.
If you're close to him when he starts doing that, you don't have time to get away. You just get hit. Oh my goodness, I'm sick of that ability.
You have to get away from him right after you get up close to dodge him because he's going to do that. And apparently those crystals are still active after a while because I just walked into one and got frozen again.
Yeah, I guess on the upside, I've never been hit by that one because I'm always far away.
Yeah, you have to get up close to get underneath him when he starts doing the spinny, and then you got to... and then you got to run away real fast before he does the other one. Why is my...
And he did. Chicken man.
So yeah.
So yeah, there's actually a lot of content in this game, but from what I've
Unlike
been
this
able
podcast.
yeah, from what I've been able to gather, where the North American version is kind of in this janky middle ground at the moment, where it's the systems are equivalent to up to date on the Japanese version, but a lot of the content is just locked. Because there's another 3 classes to come, which are something like they can do everything, but they still lean in one direction or another.
Yeah. What else was there? Oh, go ahead. I'll figure it out. I can't remember.
I think there's another 3 chapters of the story.
Yeah. Chapters of the story. That's what I was going to talk about. The solo quests. The solo quests start off just as easy as the other ones, as your normal quests where you're one-shot and everything. And then they get up out of control because you can't take party members into story quests. So these are checks of whether you're doing it right to begin with. We need more people in this thing.
We do.
Yeah, otherwise it's going to get real rough real quick. Did they just change mission or something? Because remember we got caught out by that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe we should abandon and retake it, whatever the current one is.
Yep.
I have
because
actually.
I just say that because the banner popped up around that same time. So
yeah, I have had it before where I was very late to the final party of Dark Falls Ancient. I ended up soloing him. Don't do that. It's not hard per se. It's just really annoying.
You have to solo him as part of the main story, and it's a right pain in the butt.
Yeah.
It's a right pain in the butt as a bouncer, especially because you're super squish.
Yes.
And support classes with nobody to support. Oh, the mission's already up for the one I just queued us for. No, it's still the chicken. Just for some reason that room wasn't. It
just wasn't populating.
It just seems to. Oh, no, it is the same one.
So yeah. But yeah, I managed to get through the story fairly okay until a point. I got to somewhere around episode 2-ish, and then I had to stop doing story quests because they were just starting to get ridiculous. The fights were taking like 10 plus minutes, and one hit would kill me.
Yeah, you're not supposed to just do them all at once.
But I got all the way through episode 1 fairly safely at whatever level I was at. Stupid chicken.
Oh, I managed to get my summoner's mark on his tail. That was nice.
I haven't got that skill yet, but I think it will work well with the bow.
Yeah, it does. It's basically a called shot for a lot of classes.
Well, the thing is that the bow has an entire stance devoted to called shots.
Yeah, so it stacks
So-
nicely.
Yeah.
Stick a bomb to the tower.
Oh man, why does his head always point the opposite direction to wherever I am?
Because it hates you.
He dead law.
Yeah, I can, with this setup as it is with Redrin and a couple of spells, I can really set up for a massive nuke, but it takes a bit of doing. And also, if I get hit, the whole thing just goes to hell.
I kind of wish I could post that completed thing in a much, much smaller size in another part of the screen rather than going blind every time it comes up.
Yeah, a UI tweak would be quite nice. Oh.
Wind resist and weak
Are we
point
now?
damage. I already accepted the quest.
Yeah, I got ice resist because there's so much ice involved in that fight.
I
Although
just got
there
punched
must
from the
be
party.
if you talk about getting frozen, right?
Yeah, I guess that could be ice damage.
Yeah.
Not that I've ever been hit by that one, but
We got people that are falling on the ground.
oh, for crying out loud!
Can I... Nope, I cannot re-invite myself to the party.
How'd you
Why?
leave the party?
I got kicked. I'm not sure why.
Wow.
Burn,
It just
you
kicked me.
big bully!
Yeah, I just got thrown back out to the base. So
Oof.
anyway, with time, that's probably a good time to start wrapping the show up anyway.
Yep.
Not that we've really done much.
No, because well, I mean, there's not much we could do because the media is all concerned with non-game related crap.
And everyone's being very, very angry at the moment.
Yeah, be safe, folks. And if you're on the streets causing problems, you're wrong.
Yeah.
And bad and wrong.
Doesn't matter what you're arguing for, there's no call for rioting and looting.
At the point where you burn down the target, that's where you lost me.
When you start punching random people in the street, that's when you lose me. So, yeah, just be safe, everyone.
Yep. Arm yourself. Second Amendment US. You have it. Use it. Don't worry about what people will say to you.
If you're in Melbourne, look around and realise there's not one Aboriginal person among you.
The only Aboriginal people that you see in Melbourne are homeless.
No, I wouldn't go quite that far, but there's not that many down there. Not
Okay.
compared to everyone else.
Chicken is dead again. I'll re-invite you when we get back on the ship.
All right. So with that, let's pack up the show, shall we?
All right.
I feel sort of bad about the lack of real content, but yeah, everyone's in a holding pattern. Hopefully, this will be over before too long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am restraining myself from saying things that everybody would scream racist about right about now.
Let's face it, that's pretty much anything at this point.
During this particular incident, everything is racist.
Racist, yes.
But you are not getting me to bow down in front of you. Sorry.
Yeah, that's taking things way too far. So anyway, do the thing.
All right, folks. Email topic of the week. Why are riots bad? So, closing comments go.
I just can't wait for things to get back to what passes for normal.
This is
Oh,
2020. 2020.
I think we just write the whole year off as a bad job. Go
There's
back
a
to bed.
rumor that the Italian secret police have arrested the Pope and are keeping him in detention in his home.
You what? Why?
It's like a QAnon tier rumor, but it's to do. There's like, when I say rumor, I mean I'm talking like really dark rumors in the recesses of Catholic internet. Like
Oh,
this is not
okay. It's not
mainstream
quite
rumor.
Karen tier, but close.
Yeah, but the rumor is that he's been caught up in some human trafficking plot or something. But
Oh
yeah,
my.
it's like total wacko tier rumor. But you can't rule it out, can you? Because everybody in Italy has to stay in their house. So
Well,
if
I
the Pope was
guess.
under house arrest, would you even know?
Yep. Also, Fern, for some reason, I can't invite you to a party.
Are you standing somewhere strange?
Possibly.
No, he's standing right in front of me.
Now try.
Nope.
Nope. I think the game's just wigging out. All right. Let's just get out of here then.
All right, folks. We will see y'all next week. Don't riot. Sayonara. Bye-bye.